The following podcast is brought to you by Pizzot Productions.
Yeah, you made a lot of promises to the Macho Man, didn't you?
The first thing I want to be done is to get that piece of crap out of my ring.
When I said I loved you like a brother, Macho Man, I meant it.
Oh, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to an all-new episode of the Totally Necessary Wrestling Podcast. Today, we are back with the NXT Takeover Toronto post-show, covering everything that occurred on NXT Takeover Saturday, August the 10th, dude. Wow, what a fucking show, dude. If you guys are listening, episode to episode, as I said last night, I was not able to watch this live. Albeit though, I went to Kyle and Nicole's wedding last night, and as I hyped it up, on the last two episodes, dude. It was quite the experience, dude. It was a beautiful wedding. I'm so happy for both Kyle and Nicole. Me and Jessica, we were able to go there, have some drinks, eat some really good food. We had some cake, some more dessert. Oh shit, dude. Stood around all night, dude, just hanging out with friends and talking, and it was a really good experience. Got home last night at about 11:30 midnight, somewhere in there, and I still had a couple beers, so I was like, you know what, fuck it, let's just stay. I got nothing to do on Sunday, so I watched pretty much the whole entire NXT Takeover last evening over some beers and some bowls, and it was a really good experience, dude. I got to the very end last night, right before the Johnny Gargano Adam Cole match, and that's kind of where I just had to tap out because I kind of caught myself like falling asleep a little bit. So I was like, all right, let's just go lay down, let's go to bed, and we'll just catch the last match in Sunday morning or whatever. And that's exactly what we did. This was. Fuck, dude! It's just like every match for the most part was delivered on every single front in regards to the to what they were. What the fuck results? I'm looking for results on here. Sorry, guys, I had to bring up the information for the results and everything on here on Wikipedia. But nonetheless, though, let's just go ahead and run down the card here. I did not watch either of the pre-show matches. It looks like. We had, Breezango taking on the Forgotten Sons, which this is, Fandango and Tyler Breeze won this match here. So, I just can't get behind the Forgotten Sons. I'm sorry. I just can't do it, dude. We had Jordan Miles taking on Cameron Grimes in the tournament final for the NXT Breakout Tournament. So Jordan Miles defeated, and thus is your NXT Breakout Champion. I don't know either one of these guys. I know a bunch of new guys. We covered this here a couple weeks ago, when this tournament was breaking down. I don't know. My guy was Isaiah Scott, dude, and that's fucking Shane Strickland. So that's the guy I would have wanted to be in this finals, but obviously that was not in the cards. And Jordan Miles, though, Jordan fucking Miles, he's your fucking winner. So. We actually start off the actual show itself. We had Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins, and Montez Ford defending the NXT Tag Team Championships against Undisputed Era. Now, the whole idea going into last night into NXT TakeOver was that the potential for every single member of of the Undisputed Era to walk away with gold by the end of this evening, it definitely was there, and obviously with the claim that this is going to happen at some point this year, you kind of felt like last night would have been the night to pull the trigger on that. But apparently, the guys that are in charge of booking the shows felt it was not the time, and thus we saw Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins retain the NXT Tag Team Championships in 16 minutes and 55 seconds here. Albeit a really fucking hot match here. I really enjoyed the shit out of this match. So it really kicked off the show in on the right foot. It kicked it off on the right foot. Street Profits are future stars and are stars now, I should say. Undisputed Era, Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish, dude, are probably two of the best tag team wrestlers in the business today. So the Red Dragon going in there, you wanted to see him win the tag team championships again. I think it's going to happen. I think it's definitely going to happen sooner rather than later, maybe. But just not here at NXT Takeover Toronto. But a great way to kick off the show, the main portion of the show itself here. So then our next match was Io Shirai taking on Candice LeRae, and this was a grudge match based on Io Shirai turning on Candice LeRae. I really thought that the promo video going into this match here really told a strong story in regards to what these two were fighting over. And Io Shirai doing the complete transformation compared to, like, you know, departing from whatever character she was previously. And thus, you know, we have Io Shirai now, you know, dressed in black and just that cocky fucking attitude. So I really, you know, just by seeing her entrance, I was like, all right, Io Shirai is going to win this match. And ultimately she did in 15 minutes, dude. They gave this match 15 fucking minutes. And I, you know, outside of like maybe a couple botch spots here and there, I thought this was a really solid fucking match. And I think I thought it really, you know, just continued the momentum that we had from Street Profits and Undisputed Era, you know, just the match prior. So again, ultimately Io Shirai picks up the win here in 15 minutes. And, you know, I don't know if we're going to see this feud continue. We saw it, you know, Io technically win by a submission, but it didn't look like, you know, Candice LeRae did not tap out. Yeah, she didn't tap out or anything, so it kind of leaves it that we're at least going to see one more match on TV, I would assume. I don't know if Candice LeRae ultimately picks up the win and we go to a rubber match. I don't know exactly where it goes, but I really enjoyed the new side of Io Shirai. I really think that's something good for her, and I just want to see her continue to ascend the ladder here within NXT and hopefully eventually get a run with that NXT championship. Women's championship, but you know, that is left to be seen what happens there. So it was going to be the Velveteen Dream, Pete Dunne and Roderick Strong, but that's when Matt Riddle shows up, basically going, bro. It's like, what is this fucking Vince Russo fucking loop or some shit? So he calls out, I think it was Killian Dane, one of the dudes from Sanity or whatever, and they basically just brawled all up and down, you know, the ringside area. It was a really good, you know, nice surprise segment, because a lot of times, you know, just going match to match to match kind of gets, you know, not necessarily boring because you want to see the matches, but it helped break up the monotony of the show, and it got Matt Riddle on the main show. So that's definitely a good thing, considering, you know, he is one of the top stars in NXT right now. And Killian Dane, I think it is Killian Dane. He definitely showed. I don't know, man. Like I'm want to see more Killian Dane on my TV. I thought last night, you know, what they did with the brawl was like, it was pretty fucking badass. And yeah, I think it's definitely a TV match we're going to be seeing here very shortly. And I think ultimately Matt Riddle will win, obviously. But we'll see where Killian Dane goes here in the near future as well. So ultimately, though, we did see the triple threat match for the NXT North America Championship here. Pete Dunne and Roderick Strong challenging the Velveteen Dream. This match went 17 minutes and 24 seconds. And damn, dude, like, I was pretty fucking high by the time this match started. So for me, it was a little hard. I don't know. It seemed like it was just going from one spot to one spot to one spot to one spot. There was like really no selling or anything like that. Like, it was just one boom, 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 boom. And it's not to shit on that, because I thought I liked the fast pacedness. I like the, you know, the intensity of that. But it really did seem like it was just going from one spot to one spot to one spot to one spot. And I like that. I like that type of wrestling. Again, like, I can enjoy an old school wrestling match, and I can enjoy, you know, a match, you know, in 2019. Ultimately, though, I mean, we saw Street Profits win earlier, so it's like, okay, maybe Roderick Strong will win it. Maybe Pete Dunne will win it. I mean, this kind of opens it up. But, you know, deep down, I really did think that Velveteen Dream, there's no reason to take the title off him. So I liked how he got the win too. I liked how Roddy basically had the match, had Pete Dunne pinned, and then boom, there comes Velveteen Dream out of nowhere on camera and just nails that fucking elbow, and then gets the cover on Pete Dunne and retains the NXT North American Championship. Very, very key though that Roderick Strong did not get pinned. So again, I feel like Roderick Strong will win the North American Championship down the line. Same with Red Dragon, you know, with Undisputed Era. I really think that they will fulfill this, you know, this promise or whatever, that all of them will have gold before the end of the year. But again, tonight, you know, Toronto was not the city, guys. Toronto just was not the fucking city. where that was going to take place. Our next match here was Shayna Baszler taking on Mia Yim for the NXT Women's Championship. This match went 14 minutes and 35 seconds. All the matches here, dude. I mean, obviously, you only have like 5 fucking matches, so every match here got more than enough time to perform. I think if you're going to call out the weakest match of the night, I think this probably is your weakest match of the evening. I've tried to get behind Mia Yim, since she's, been on NXT. And I know I've talked about, hearing her on the MVP podcast, but like maybe it was just like, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know, just the feelings I had last night watching the match. I was just kind of like, she's, I don't know, maybe she's a little overrated. I don't know. I mean, there was definitely, the crowd wasn't behind her at all. There was definitely more of a push behind Shayna Baszler in the sense of just like crowd reaction. I don't know. Mia Yim, they told a good story. It was like Mia Yim had her up, was one up on Shayna Baszler pretty much the whole entire match until, Shayna Baszler just out of pure guts was able to, tap out Mia Yim. I don't know, just Mia Yim's attitude, like, she's the head bitch. I mean, it's supposed to, I get, the whole idea is supposed to be, Shayna Baszler finally gets, what she deserves and shit. And, like, this is karma. And, she takes out fucking Marissa Duke and, like, I forget the other two fucking, it's like Marissa Duke. I don't know. I'm so high right now. So who gives a shit at this point? Jessamine Duke, and Roderick Strong's fucking wife or whatever. We'll settle with that. So I don't know. It's like I like the story that was told. It definitely wasn't a fast-paced match. It was definitely a different. Each match told a different story here on tonight's show. I thought. Not each match was definitely not like the one previously or anything of that nature. But with that being said, though, I mean, Shayna, I think the right, thing happened. Shayna Baszler, there's no reason to take the title off her. I definitely feel, she's hitting that 1 year mark here. In October, it'll be a full year that she's had the NXT Championship back after beating Kairi Sane. Fun. I like Shayna Baszler. It's fun. It's fun to watch her ascend send that ladder, or whatever, on NXT and continue dominate the women's division here. But you kind of thought maybe she met her match in Mia Yim, but ultimately, again, Shayna Baszler was able to gut it out and get the win. So, all right, guys, here we are, the main event of the night. This is at the point of the show where I went and passed out at like 2:00 in the morning. And then woke up at like noon today, West Coast time. Because again, like I'm on vacation, dude. So it's just like I'm gonna sleep in. We didn't have our kids last night or anything, so it's like fuck it, dude. Let's party it down. So it's like I slept until noon. I was able to watch this match. Went 46 minutes and 41 seconds here. I definitely. I would say the triple threat match was up to this point was match of the night. Then you get Adam Cole and Johnny Gargano. I don't know exactly how people are gonna react to it, but I felt it was a really good match. Like. Was it their best match? It was a good match. I don't know. I'm trying to debate because you would automatically think going for 46 minutes and 41 seconds and seeing the shit that they did pull out that this would be your match of the night. But I don't know, man. I like that tag match and I did like that triple threat match too. So ultimately, Adam Cole defeated Johnny Gargano for the third and final fall. They debuted this like cage match of horrors or some shit, whatever they were calling it. It had like all these different fucking weapons, and the ending itself was fucking badass because they had this like platform on top of the cage, and like Johnny Gargano got clipped barbed wire and was gonna fucking crown of thorns on Adam Cole, and then they just like both fall off the fucking like both go out. It looked like Adam Cole got the worst of the fucking fall base, dude. It really did. And just smashed through the tables that were below, and then boom, Adam Cole gets the cover on Johnny Gargano, and thus retains the NXT Championship. So we have no new champions to speak of on the evening, which is definitely isn't necessarily a bad thing. Like again, there's no reason really the only one that you felt like was a for sure thing possibly was the Street Profits, considering they're on Raw, but I mean like they're representing NXT, I guess, with the tag titles on whatever spot that they have backstage and what they're doing. So with that being said, whatever. It's cool. I don't mind everybody retaining here, and I'm just trying to figure out which match I like the most. Like I don't know if I necessarily was too enthralled with the Adam Cole Johnny Gargano match. I mean, technically wise, it was a good match. I mean, I'm not saying it wasn't a good match, but was it my match of the night, at least in my opinion? I don't know, just for, man, I'm gonna give it to the opening match, dude. I like that Street Profits, Red Dragon match. I thought that to me was the best match of the night. Disagree with me, maybe, probably, but that was my match of the night. Every match was good. Every match fucking delivered on this show. Yeah, man, it was good shit. It was a good fucking show. Another solid effort from NXT. I think we are, always expecting above and beyond when it comes to these shows, and they rarely fail to deliver. Again, I think the weakest match on the evening would have been Shayna Baszler and Mia Yim, but I think that's just because Mia Yim possibly isn't as over as a lot of the other, characters that were on the TV show, last night. But again, hats off to Adam Cole and Johnny Gargano. I mean, they put on a hell of a fucking match. Considering this is like a trilogy type thing at this point, I'm good with seeing Johnny Gargano walk away. You got Matt Riddle in the fold. I think a lot of people were pissed off that Matt Riddle wasn't the one that got the NXT World title shot last night in Toronto. And again, like, Rome isn't built overnight, man. So it's like I don't have a necessary problem not seeing Matt Riddle being featured in the main event right away. I mean, Adam Cole basically just it's been 2 years now since he's joined the WWE, and he's now just getting his time on top. And it's just, I guess it's just a testament to the roster and just how deep that roster really goes on NXT, man. I mean, again, it's 5 matches are featured on a 3-hour pay-per-view, and that's I wish something WWE could do. I really wish the main roster was something that they could push 5 matches rather than 10 like we're getting tonight technically on SummerSlam. So with that being said, guys, well worth the time going out of your way to see NXT Takeover Toronto. Such a good show. We'll have to wait and see here in a couple hours how SummerSlam goes, and we'll be back here, with episode 104, the Totally Necessary Wrestling Podcast, the SummerSlam post show. So again, guys, thank you so much for listening. Until then, I'm Kevin Porter. Peace.
Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass.
Oh, hey, let me get something straight. Those of you who are cheering me right now, you are just the biggest part of me leaving as anything else.
I want you to know I'm not crying. My eyes are red because I was in the back smoking a joint with Van Dam.
Whoa.
This podcast has been brought to you by Pizza Productions.